What is going on, team? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Rad R1. So for those of you who are not familiar with Rad is a known brand that started in the CrossFit realm and has now made its way to the running realm. I feel like every time they put something out, it is very intentional. Looking forward to getting my hands on more of them. But one shoe that I believe has been under the radar for quite some time, or at least for myself and most likely for the majority of you, this is the Rad R1. Rad has a bunch of shoes if you haven't checked them out. Let's go into Rad R1s, talk about specific details for the shoe, what I think about the shoe, and then we'll run into what I think its best use cases are for. Quick disclaimer, the shoes were provided by Rad. However, I am not obligated or sponsored to make this video. Nobody's gonna see any of this video prior to me posting it, and I was not provided any tracking tracks. It's purely my thoughts only, my subjective perspective on this product. So I hope you guys agree, disagree, and I'm looking forward to seeing the comments. Been seeing Rad come out most recently with a bunch of running shoes, so they've solidified their name in the running space. So with that, they were originally solidified in the training space with the Rad V1s, and now they're on the V2s for the training, and this was their, I would say it was their first attempt to get a little bit into the running space. So the intended use for this shoe was for training, functional training, hybrid training, whatever you want to call it. It's training that involves lifting and functional movement with a little bit of running. And the first time I saw these shoes in person was honestly about a month and a half ago. I saw it a lot in New York High Rocks, which I was surprised. I was expecting to see more synths. I was expecting to see more Malos. I was honestly surprised to see the UFOs. Just because the UFOs are a super trainer. I haven't heard much about their grip, but I have heard about their stability and the aggressive rocker, and I'm surprised a couple people chose that shoe to run a high rocks. Not because of the running, but more for the training or the station work. But all that to say, that's where I first saw this, and the colorways that I saw and the amount of people that I saw utilizing the Rad R1s in high rocks really surprised me. I'm constantly looking at shoes that will both assist me with the running, but also allow me to be competitive in the station work. Seeing these there led me to really wanting them, and I had already gotten the confirmation that these were going to be delivered. So full circle, I've tried them for a lot. Both running, hybrid workouts, and honestly like regular workouts in general. And the shoes are performing tremendously well. I think for the intended use case, which is functional training with a little bit of running, the shoes do a phenomenal job. All that to say, a little bit of specs for the shoe is that they have a 32 millimeter stack height at the heel and a 24 millimeter stack height at the toe box, which means that they have an 8 millimeter drop. About average when it comes to like any type of running shoe or any type of like training shoe. They do have like that similarity. From there, they do have a wide base, and they naturally do have a wide toe box, or a wider toe box than any of the training shoes that I've tried that are not barefoot shoes or labeled as a wide toe box shoe, right? So ample room at the toe box, wide base, which all comes down to a decent amount of stability. They have a really nice mesh upper, which offers a lot of breathability, which I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but you can see your socks through this. So they're very breathable. That they have a tremendously comfortable heel cuff and cushioning around the heel, around the heel ankle area, and the tongue is gusseted. Wide space, a lot of base at the bottom, a lot of cushioning. Sounds like it's a very comfortable shoe, and ding ding ding, it really is a very comfortable shoe. I would say I've been wearing this shoe for about anywhere between the last 4 weeks, and I have found myself consistently reaching for it. One, because it's comfortable. Two, it has a really nice silhouette, and the minimal branding, which is another thing that I like about brands, that they don't need a big swoosh for it to be known what shoe it is or what brand it is. I feel like they focus more on the product itself, and that makes the statement and that makes the brand known. So Rad has very minimal branding, R1 right there, Rad here at the top, and then a really cool Rad logo here, but all just kind of blends in. And it might be the colorway, and I've seen a couple of their other colorways, and even then they make the statement with the colorways rather than with the branding, which I generally enjoy. I think things to keep in mind: 8mm drop, wide base for the shoe, really comfortable yet breathable upper. There's nothing to brag about the laces. I feel like the laces are pretty standard. They haven't come undone. It's really easy to get a good secure lockdown with the shoes. So I hope me saying good things about this shoe with the stack that it has, that you can train in it, hold some weight, because I am not a stack shoe guy when it comes to training. The only concern, the only caveat is of how much exposed foam there is down here. I don't feel like it's gonna be good for the shoe. I feel like it's gonna be a very durable shoe, but that is something I'm gonna have to find out, and I hope I get to find out before you guys do. But I've worn them for coaching, I've worn them for a little bit of running, a lot of functional training, hybrid training, station work, high rocks workouts, if you want to label them that way. But the shoes have performed very, very well. And I do enjoy them for day-to-day wear as well. And as you guys see, the colorway just helps with it being an easy shoe to just put with casual wear or just go about your day. So a lot of really good things going on right here. All that to say, now this is the 2026 version, if you want to label it. The shoe came out, I believe, in 2024. Please help me out with that, anybody in the comments. But the shoe came out a while ago, and I think that all this that I'm talking about, and the reason I'm making the video now about this shoe is because Joel from As Many Reviews as Possible just dropped a video on this shoe. It was a very short video about this shoe a couple days ago, early last week, and I feel like he said good things, but I also feel like he didn't really do much justice for the shoe, because he was reviewing the shoe on snatches, and I wouldn't do a snatching workout with this. So I love your videos, bro. Keep them up. So like, if you guys haven't checked out Joel at As Many Reviews as Possible, please do. AMRAP for short, very clever name. But check him out on YouTube, check him out on Instagram. He always has like a big hands on a lot of training shoes, running, hybrid shoes, and lifting shoes. So, not to shout on that, but I just don't think the shoe is for that. I don't think it's for those strong sessions. And I know he said it. So Joel, if you're watching this, like, no shade at all, brother. I really love your stuff. But the shoe is not intended for that. The shoe in the website legitimately says it is intended for HIIT and conditioning style workouts. So I think about HIIT. I'm biased. I work as a coach at F45. Members, if you are looking for one shoe to do it all, our agility workouts, aka our cardio workouts, our hybrid workouts and our strength workouts, this is the shoe. And it is very rare for me to say that you can use a running shoe for strength workouts. The thing with this one, it's that it's meant for both. It is intentionally made for it to be lighter loaded workouts. So I'm not saying to do heavy squats, heavy lunges, or any heavy lower body work or explosiveness with underload with this shoe. That is not what the shoe is intended for. But if you're looking for fast-paced workouts, workouts that have a little bit of run to them, workouts that have a little bit of weights but nothing that's going to compress the shoe further than what it is from what you're using it, and workouts that have a little bit of power in regards to body weight plyometrics, I feel like the shoe is going to deliver exactly what you need for that. On top of that, it's going to be super comfortable, very stable because of the wide base, and it has a tremendous grip, which is why people were using it for the High Rocks New York. And I think if you're looking for a one shoe for your very first High Rocks, or you're going into High Rocks and you're looking for that one shoe to train with, and you're not looking to spend a big buck, $130 is a great price point for these shoes. I think that they're doing a really great thing, non-plated training shoe to do everything in regards to High Rocks, and honestly, people race in it. So I personally won't race in it. I don't think it adds as much responsiveness as I like for my runs. That's where I need the most assistance. But I think if you're getting into it and you want to just race High Rocks in a shoe that's going to be able to do it all, this might be it, aside from the shoes that are specific towards High Rocks. And before anybody comments, the Adizero Pros that just came out, I'm looking to get my hands on them, okay, to really give them a shot, because those are at a 150. But so those people that don't want shanks and don't want any type of like specific running shoe, so otherwise in regards to the price point, I would probably go for the New Balance Rebel V5s. I feel like those are going to be a great first High Rock shoe, or for people that are getting into High Rocks, running, a little bit of training. It's going to offer plenty of cushion, but those are more geared towards running. I feel like this shoe is a little bit more geared towards the station work, but you can run in it. And I feel like that's the gap right now, outside of the Adidas, because I haven't got my hands on it. But like outside of the Adidas, I feel like a shoe that's gonna handle the station work, but you can yet run in, they did it already. Rad has delivered that. It's been there. And I feel like it's one of their shoes that is just not out there, because they are now getting into this space. Again, I haven't tried the Malos, but those supposedly are more intended to be a long distance shoe, more like an easy run. The Synths are kind of like the competitors for the New Balance, because they're kind of like the lightweight everyday trainer type of thing. And then the super trainers, which is the Rad UFOs, are those for long runs, marathons. But due to the huge stack and the aggressive rocker geometry that they have, I don't know how they'll do in the stations. I've yet to see anybody try, I've yet to see somebody try to do High Rocks in them. I did see the shoe in the High Rocks venue in New York, and I've actually seen it in saw it in Chicago last year, but I didn't see anybody race in them. So I can't say from like visually, obviously can't say from experience, because I haven't tried any of those shoes. So let me come back to that. But yeah, strength training with a little bit of running, 100 meters, couple hundred, 400s, maybe a mile run. This could be the shoe. I wouldn't go past a 5K. So those hobby runners, those people that just want to do their occasional 2 to 5 mile run on a daily, weekly basis, I feel like this shoe is going to be tremendous for you. So, you know, don't I feel like it's such a hard shoe to put in its space. I would just say, again, my F45ers that are getting into a little bit more of like the running space, those CrossFitters that are looking for more of like a shoe that you could run during your WODs with, this is a shoe. The Swell foam, which is their labeling of like what the foam is, does a really good job of giving you just enough cushioning and responsiveness. I don't feel like it pushes you. I just feel like since it compresses just enough, it absorbs the impact where you can continue to go on it. I don't feel like it propels you in any way, shape, or form. So I mean responsiveness as in like I guess better word would be the compression. It compresses very well. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like short distances, this shoe's got it. Stability under light loads, this shoe's got it. So easy WODs, you should be fine. HIIT style workout classes like F45, this is the shoe, the one shoe that you could use it for everything. And I'm really surprised and I'm kind of angry that now is when I finally got my hands on it, because I feel like I would have been rocking these for a while. If you're a coach, tremendous shoe to be on your feet the entire day. You're not going to get fatigued. You're not going to have overly worked legs throughout the day. I feel like it could be an easy like shoe to wear during your recovery day. Like you had a really intense threshold session and intense workout session the day before, and you want to utilize something that's going to be like refreshing on the feet. I think this shoe it's like an amazing everyday shoe too. Like it just does so many things so well. It's really hard to label. But I went into a big rabbit hole. All that to say, guys, if you're looking for a shoe to do it all in regards to your training and incorporate a little bit of like short intervals of running and or small runs, this is the shoe. If you're looking for a shoe to that's going to deliver stability, cushion, and a really comfortable fit for like everyday Rad, you got yourself another one of your rally against destruction peeps. I'll catch you guys on the next one.